What do you think about friend zoning the women? I'll say that specifically. What do you think about a guy friend zoning a woman?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then but if you did it, how would you kind of do it? Since you're a recruiter for the pod, you definitely have to deal with a lot of women. I mean, I deal with them too, but not nearly as much as you do. So how do you kind of do it for the guys that want to try to get into pre-selection or get into social circle game? What's the easiest way to kind of friend zone a girl in your opinion?
So it's really funny. The easiest way to friend zone a girl is to get her. Y'all might disagree with this, but get her a guy friend. Like the easiest way to friend zone a girl is tell her that you're going to get her married or get her a boyfriend or whatever. Whatever.
You're gonna get her a man.
You're
yeah.
gonna get her a man, right?
Oh, dude, you're so right. That's so
the
true.
Easiest way.
Yeah,
That's the easiest way.
or talking if they're in a relationship, talking to them about their man or their relationship and being like, "Oh, are y'all good? Oh, yeah, he sounds like a good guy. Are you being nice to him? Don't be
That's
a bitch."
what I do. Like I don't. I'm a men's advocate. So
yeah, I'm a men's advocate too.
So if she has a boyfriend and she's tripping,
are you being nice
tweaking.
to him?
Yeah, I'm like, you tweaking. I'm like, man. Anyways, yeah.
Look at the text. Be like, why are you talking to him like that? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Unless he's a simp, then I'm like, man, you
need to get over. You need to get over this guy.
Yeah, 1000%.
Well, the biggest thing is just being honest with them, and since so few men are honest with them, they fucking see you completely different from every other fucking guy in the world. Like you instantly get seen like complete opposite of every fucking guy that tries to hit on them and shit. It's ridiculous. Next thing, do you think there's other coaches that are in the space right now that aren't doing a good job, like they're leading people astray, or do you think that what do you think about most of the people that are doing coaching program stuff online? Do you agree with them or you disagree with them? Like if you could coach guys, in dating and stuff, like would you kind of take it a different route, or do you agree with most of the stuff that's being taught?
So that's kind of a hard question to answer.
I mean, if you haven't taken every course of every person, it's hard for you to know.
That's the thing. Like I know the people that I follow, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good information, but I don't know anybody outside of that group. So I'm pretty sure that there's guys out. Heck, you know what? There is a guy, but I'm not going to drop his name to give him no clout.
Yeah, no, just if there's like a certain type of prescription that bothers you. Like I'm trying to think of one that I don't like that I hear all the time. I'm just like, why the fuck are they telling guys to do that?
Yeah, I mean the biggest
guys, you can get down on one knee to propose to your girl. I saw somebody arguing about it earlier. Shout out to the Discord.
This guy. I think that the biggest thing, man, it's not really what you ought to do. Okay, I know one. There's a guy, I forget what his name is, but we talked about him. It's a guy that you said you wanted to debate. He's like
Ace Metaphor.
Yeah. Him. He's like, guys, stop talking about women bringing you peace if you're chaotic. This, that, and the third. And I'm like, I think that that's terrible information. Mainly because a guy regardless of where you are on the spectrum, as far as like if you got your shit together or not, you still have a crazy burden of responsibility. You know what I mean? You still have like a burden to like show him
to be more than the woman is in some way.
1,000%.
Working more, doing something more.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And so even if you are, and I'm not saying that you should be this person, but even if you are the person who is somewhat chaotic, right?
The toxic one, maybe.
That doesn't mean that she now has free range to be equally toxic.
Yeah, that is some goofy shit. If he said that, I need to watch that video.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking crazy. Or tell a guy you shouldn't ask for peace, because at the end of the day, again, we learn from seeing, right?
Yeah.
A guy could see a woman bring him peace and be like, "Dang, I fucked up." You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's like what ought to happen, but I'm just saying like a guy could see a woman bring him peace and be like, dang, you know what? I ought to do better because this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, we're all like, every guy is trying to improve themselves to get women.
Yeah.
Or some type of like respect, something, right?
Yeah.
So if you see a woman who's actually fucking with you and she's like bringing you actual peace, that's gonna make a guy who isn't on this shit be like, you know what, I should probably be on this shit.
Yeah, maybe I should like stay home or like not go out or do whatever. Like,
or like make some money.
Well,
like,
he's gotta make it. He's gotta make it equal in some way, kind of.
Yeah. So I'm not, and again, that's not the ideal thing, like learning from your woman or whatever. But that is something that could happen. So, it's not. I think that that's that guy in
Ace
general
was
says
just
a bunch of
fucking.
like bullshit.
He was
Like
just
honestly.
pandering to the women right there because 90% women are fucking like most women are fucking like the top dudes. So he panders to fucking make all those hoes happy. Like
Yeah, nah,
they're
he's
all
the Derek Jackson of the
yeah yeah. I mean
yeah, he's the new Derek Jackson, dude. Like he
dude
figured it
yeah
out. He figured it out.
yeah no
So.
dude it's dude that dude there's that video that like that I posted the other day and it was like a guy saying. Man, women can be able to do whatever they want. You need to be able to queer like queen, do whatever way it's called, blah, blah. And then he's like, "All right, cut the video." Oh, they're gonna fucking love that one,
Yeah,
bro. Them girls gonna love that shit. Yeah,
dude.
dude.
He's like it. Like when guys talk like that, it just it's the equivalent of 21 Savage when he was on the slut walk.
Yeah,
And he had the "I'm her slut" or something like that.
yeah,
It's that's what it reminds me of. Like when guys talk like that, I'm
dude.
like,
We need to get like a soundbite that's like panda, 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 panda. That shit's just such a pander, dude. Uh, so now I just wanted to talk about something else since this is kind of like what you do for work and stuff. Just investment strategies and stuff. I know that. Why don't you just kind of explain what you do, like your type of investment strategies, and then I'll explain to you all kind of like my investment strategies that are kind of opposite of his.
right. So, I do life insurance and annuities. Um, I know that a lot of people kind of, excuse me, frown upon the first part, mainly because you don't want to die.
It's not
Right?
a good thing to think about.
It's not a good thing to think about, right? But the reality is that if you're using these vehicles properly, they can be really good investment vehicles,
Tax free.
tax free. When I one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life is when I took a class on when I took 3 classes. I took philosophy, economics, and philosophy, microeconomics, and macroeconomics. When I recognized how the money worked, when I recognized that for every dollar that you deposit into your bank, that bank is taking your money and then sending it to somebody else, loaning it out to them, and then charging them interest. When I recognized that all they're doing is taking my money,
Making more
lending
off
it
of
out to
it.
somebody else, yeah, making thousands off of it, and then telling me get a savings account, we're gonna charge you 0.001%. I was like, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When I
Yeah.
recognized that, I was like, it changed the game for me. So, this whole time I've been thinking like, man, how do the banks make money? And life insurance, whole life, UILs, those things are. I said UILs, IULs.
Mhm.
Those are the investment vehicles created specifically by banks to protect their money. And so when I recognize that that's what they invest in, I'm like, hell, I might as well go ahead and get into that game because it seems like there's the top two ways to make money as far as like careers are concerned in the world. Not in the world, well, yeah, in the world, but in the United States, definitely is the financial industry and sales.
Mm-hmm.
They're the highest income earners
United States.
in the United States. Sales and people who do deal with money,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so when I recognized that, I'm like, it was an easy sell. Let me go ahead and get into this game right here. So,
Yeah. No, life insurance is definitely so necessary for so many people. If you're like in a certain like tax, if you're low income, if you're like in certain positions, guys, there's nothing better for you right now because yeah, if you fucking killed over tomorrow, everybody would be fucked. Like who's gonna pay for your fucking like your funerals and shit? There's definitely a lot of people that really need this shit, especially today. Because I know if we look at the statistics, most people do not make good money right now. Most people don't even have $1,000 saved in their bank account, and so this is mostly for people like y'all. I know people like y'all watch this shit. So if you're in that type of position, you need something like this. Now I'm gonna give y'all another strategy though. This is something that I learned from my father and I learned from like my mentors and stuff. And this is more if you want to become self-insured, and that's maxing out your it's still the same tax. Like you're gonna save from taxes either way, whether you do something like this or you go like my route where you max out your 401k. Once that's max that it can and you get the most contributions as you can, then you can go into your IRA and then you can also go into HSA if you want. But that's just like my strategy to get to where you're self-insured. So then like if somebody dies or anything like that, you can pay for it all yourself, hopefully. But all it takes is 3, 4, 5 years of you heavily saving into those things, and you shouldn't have to worry about insurance. But a lot of y'all ain't in the fucking position to even do something like that. Y'all need to be fucking getting the insurance right now.
1,000%. And like I know we kind of debate and argue on this. I think that at the end of the day, both strategies work.
Yeah,
it's
they
like a
do.
tool belt.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, one's really necessary for one class of people, and one's like for only the top 5-10% sometimes.
Right, and that's the only thing.
And yours can kind of work for both sides though. It can work for the 10% and for the 90%.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality, desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.